So in the last class we have discussed the calculation of the number of particles which are present in the different unit cells. Today I will discuss the new topic, that is the packing efficiency. So what is packing efficiency? So packing efficiency is nothing but it is the total percentage of the space which is occupied by the sphere in the unit cell is called as the packing efficiency. For example, we have the box like this is considered as a unit cell. So how much amount of the space, okay, which is occupied, how much amount of the space which is occupied in this unit cell, okay, so that is called as the packing efficiency. That is the total, what is that? Packing efficiency is the total percentage of the space which is occupied in a unit cell is called as the packing efficiency. So this packing efficiency is calculated by the formula, that is packing efficiency is equals to volume of the sphere divided by the volume of the unit cell into 100. It gives the packing efficiency. Okay, so this is the formula for calculate the packing efficiency. So from the formula first when we calculate the packing efficiency, when we calculate the packing efficiency, we must know the volume of the sphere as well as the volume of the unit cell. Okay, if we don't know the volume of the sphere in the unit cell and volume of the unit cell, we don't calculate the packing efficiency. So that's why first we have to calculate the volume of the sphere and also the volume of the unit cell. Then only we calculate the packing efficiency. Okay. So first one, so we have to calculate the packing efficiency in simple cubic unit cell. Okay. So now we are calculating what? The packing efficiency. So P it represents the, so for our convenience, P is packing efficiency. So packing efficiency in simple cubic unit cell. So we know that what is simple cubic unit cell? So simple, that is the primitive unit cell. That is the spheres or the particles, they are present only at the corners. So that is called as what? Primitive unit cell. Okay. So the corners, only particles, they are present only at the corners. For our convenience, in the calculation of packing efficiency, we consider only two spheres which are present along the one edge of the cube. Okay, that is the edge of the unit cell. Okay, so this is a cubic structure. We consider the unit cell. It is in the form of a cube. Okay, so in that cube, along the one edge, so there are two particles which are present. Okay, so let us consider the length of the edge of this unit cell. So this is the unit cell. The length of this unit cell is A. So means we know that from the mathematics, cube means all the edges are same. So length of this edge is same, length of this edge is same. Okay, so this is simple cubic unit cell. The particles, they are only present at the corners. So for our convenience, we have taken only two particles which are present along the AH edge. Okay, so now let the length of the edge, so edge may be a ED, DC, CB, AB, any edge, that length of the edge is A. Okay, then so along the edge we have the spheres, that is the particles which are present along the edge. The radius of this sphere is taken as, that is radius of the sphere is taken as R. Okay, so there are two particles, they are present along the edge AH. Okay, so they are having the half of the particle, they are along the edge of the H. That's why two particles are present. That's why A is equals to what? 2R. Okay, there are two particles. Each particle they having the radius R. So this particle having the radius R. They are present along the edge AH. That's why. So this edge having the length what? A. So that's why two particles are present. That's why A is equals to what? 2R. Okay. So we know that. So what is the value of the cube? So this simple cubic unit cell is considered as a cube. That's why volume of the unit cell become A cube. Because the length of the unit cell is taken as what? A. That's why volume of the unit cell is taken as a cube. So from the equation 1, so we know that A is equals to what? 2R. So A cube is equals to 2R whole cube. So this is equals to 8R cube. So this gives the value of the unit cell. So for calculating packing efficiency, so we must know what? Volume of the unit cell and volume of the sphere. So now we get the volume of the unit cell. So next one is what? Volume of the sphere. Okay. So yes, volume of the sphere. So how many number of particles which are present in the simple unit cell? So in the last class, we already know that there is only one particle which is present in the simple cubic unit cell. So particle we consider as a sphere. That's why volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, from the mathematics, volume of the sphere is what? 4 by 3 pi r cube. So how many number of particles are present in the simple cubic unit cell? So there is only one particle or one sphere which is present in the simple cubic unit cell. That's why 1 into 4 by 3 pi r cube is the volume of the sphere. Okay. So now we get volume of the unit cell and also volume of the spheres in the simple cubic unit cell. Now we apply. Okay. Now we apply the packing efficiency formula. That is, packing efficiency is equals to volume of the sphere divided by volume of the unit cell. So what is the volume of the sphere? This, that is 4 by 3. So that is, so here, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the volume of the sphere divided by volume of the unit cell. That is 8r cube. That is 8r cube. So into what? 100. Okay. So r cube get cancelled. Okay. So when we solve this, so this is becomes, so when we solve this, so this is become 52.32%. So that is the packing efficiency of simple cubic unit cell is 52.32%. So this is the packing efficiency. So means there is in the simple cubic unit cell 52.32% of space is covered by the spheres. Okay. So remaining part is empty. So remaining of the unit cell is empty. Okay. Continue rotation. Yes. So now we have to calculate the packing efficiency in face center cubic unit cell, or this is also called as cubic closed packing. So we are calculating what? Packing efficiency in cubic closed packing, or FCC. Okay. So let us consider this diagram. So that is this diagram which represents the FCC. Okay. So yes, consider a CCP. So let the edge edge length of the this FCC is taken as A. Okay, what is the edge length of this cube? That is, edge length is taken as A. So it is considered as a cube, means all the edges they are equal in size. So the edge EH, which is also same, that is edge length having A. So this is also having the edge length A. So this is also having the edge length A. Why? Because so this FCC, that is considered as what? Cube. Okay. Then so in the face centered cubic unit cells, the particles which are present at the corners as well as the each face. That's why we consider one face of the FCC. So in that space we are taking the face diagonal. One face we are taking the face diagonal, that is AC, having the length B. Okay. So what is the length of AC? So the length of the AC is taken as a B. Okay. So next. So then the particles, that is spheres, are present in the FCC. So that spheres, they having the radius R. Okay. So these particles, they having the radius R. Okay. So now consider the triangle, that is A B C. Now consider the triangle ABC. Okay. So we know that from Pythagoras theorem, that is AC square is equals to BC square plus AB square. So what is the length of the BC? So length of the BC is A. What is the length of the AC? So AB. So length of the AB is also A. So we want what? AC. So that's why from Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equals to BC square plus AB square. That is, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now what is the length of the AC? That is B. AC square means B square. So length of the AC is B. Okay, we are taking square. That's why AC square means B square. Okay. So then what is the length of the AB? So length of the AB is A. So we are considering AB square. That's why it is equals to A square. What is the length of the BC? So length of the BC is A. So we are considering BC square. That's why it is also A square. So now B square is equals to A square plus A square is 2A square. That is, B square is equals to 2A square. Okay. So now we want only length of the diagonal, that is B. Okay. So that is B is equals to square root 2 into A. So this is the length of the B. Okay. Yes. So now considering the spheres, by considering spheres, what is the length of the B? So see here, in the diagonal there are 3 particles are present. So among 3 particles, 2 particles, they are half part of the, that is radius part of the sphere is present, that is R. Okay. So in the center, so there is a presence of a sphere, so which is having the radius R. Here also it is having the radius R, that is R plus R plus R plus R, that is total is 4R. Okay. Now when we consider in the spheres, so what is the length of the B? So the length of the B is equals to 4R. So from equation 1, okay, B is equals to what? Square root 2 into A. So from the equation 2, B is equals to what? Is 4A. Compare 1 and 2 or equate 1 and 2, that is square root 2 into A is equals to 4R. So we want A. Why we want A? Why? Because when we calculating the packing efficiency, we must calculate the volume of the unit cell, that is volume of the cube. Okay. So that's why what is A? A is the edge length. Okay. So when we know the A cube gives what? Volume of the unit cell. That's why we are taking A. A is equals to 4R divided by square root 2, or A is equals to 2 into square root 2 into R. So this is what? Edge length of this unit cell. Okay. Okay. By using sphere, so we are calculating what? The edge length of the unit cell. So now, so we have to calculate the packing efficiency. Okay. So when we calculate the packing efficiency, we want what? Volume of the unit cell. We must know volume of the unit cell. Volume of the unit cell. So we are already found out the edge length. What is the volume? Volume is equals to what? AQ. Okay. So AQ is equals to what? A is equals to 2 into square root 2 into R. That is AQ is equals to 2 into square root of 2 into R whole cube. So this is equals to what? 8 into, that is 16 root 2 into R cube. Okay. So this gives the volume of the unit cell. Okay. So next we find out the volume of the unit cell. But again we want what? So we want volume of the sphere. Okay. So then volume of the sphere. Volume of the sphere. So volume of the sphere, you know that volume of the sphere is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, this is volume of the one sphere. So how many number of spheres which are present in the FCC? In the last class we have calculated there are 4 spheres. There are 4 spheres which are present in the FCC. That's why. So the volume of the 4 spheres is equals to what? That is 4 into 4 divided by 3 pi r cube. So that is 16 by 3 pi r cube. So this gives the volume of the sphere. So now we have to calculate what? The packing efficiency. What is the formula for packing efficiency? The formula for packing efficiency is total volume of the spheres to the volume of the unit cell. That is packing efficiency is equals to, so the volume of the sphere, that is 16 by 3 pi r cube. So divided by, so volume of the unit cell is 16 square root of 2 into r cube into 100. So this is Aida, start. Okay. This is 72%. So when we solve this, so we get 72%. It indicates what? So in the FCC or cubic closed packing, so in that 72% of the space is filled. Okay. So this much percentage of the space in the FCC is filled. So remaining how much? So 28% of the space is empty. Okay. So this is the packing efficiency in FCC. To calculate the packing efficiency in BCC, that is body centered cubic unit cell. So again, so in the body centered cubic unit cell, yes, the particles they are present at each corners, as well as only one particle or sphere which is present exactly at the body of the unit cell, that is called as the BCC. Okay, we are considering the BCC, the structure of BCC as shown here. So now take the edge length of this BCC is A. Okay, so what is the edge length of this BCC? So the edge length of this BCC is taken as A. So this is A. Okay, so then the length of the body diagonal. So the length of the body diagonal, that is GD, is taken as C. So why we are choosing this body diagonal? Because the one particle which is present in the center of the this unit cell. That's why we are considering the body diagonal. So that body diagonal having the length C. So this GD is having the length what? C. So then we are considering the face diagonal. We are considering the one face, that is ABGH face. So this face having the face diagonal, that is GA. Okay. So this length of this GA is taken as a B. Okay. So remaining, there are spheres are present. Those spheres having the radius R. Okay. These spheres they having the radius R. So when we want to calculate the packing efficiency, so we have to calculate the what? Volume of the unit cell and the volume of the spheres. Okay. So that's why we have to calculate the volume of this unit cell. Okay, let's take from the triangle ABG. So directly we are not calculating the value of the unit cell by considering a GD. So that's why first we have to calculate the face diagonal. Okay, so that is in triangle ABG. So the triangle ABG. So that is again from Pythagoras, that is AG square is equals to. So that is AG square is equals to AB square plus BG square. AB square plus BG square. So that is AC. So we are taking the face diagonal, that is AC is B. So AG is B means AG square is B square. So that is B square is equals to, what is AB? AB is A, AB square is A square. BG is A, BG square is A square. That is A square plus A square. So now we want only B. Okay, that is B is equals to square root of 2 into A. Okay, so now we are calculating what? Face length of the face diagonal, that is B. So B is equals to square root of 2 into A. So now we are considering the another triangle, that is triangle AGD. So why we are considering AGD? Because one particle is present in the center of the body. That's why AGD. So again Pythagoras, because it is a right angle triangle. So from the Pythagoras, GD square is equals to, this GD square is equals to, so AD square plus AG square. Okay. So our AG square plus AD square. So we are already calculated, that is AG square. Okay. So AG square is equals to what? That is 2A square plus AD square is A square. So that is C square is equals to 3A square. C is equals to square root of 3 into A. So this is considered as equation 1. So now along the body diagonal. So along the body diagonal again we having the 3 spheres. So 2 spheres, they are half part of the sphere is present. So they having the radius R, and one sphere is completely present along the body diagonal. That's why R plus R. That is, so the length of the C is 4R. The length of the C is 4R. Compare equation 1 and 2. So both are C. That is square root of 3A is equals to 4R. So we want only A. So that's why A is equals to 4R divided by root 3. So this gives what? Edge length of the FCC. By using this edge length, so we have to calculate what? The volume of the unit cell. Okay. So the volume of, yes, we have calculated the edge length. What is the edge length? Value of the edge length is 4R divided by square root of 3. So we want what? When we calculate the packing efficiency, we want volume of the unit cell. So value of the unit cell is A cube. So that is 4r divided by square root of 3 whole cube. So this gives the volume of the BCC, that is unit cell. So then we want volume of the what? So volume of the sphere. So the volume of the sphere. So we are already know that volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. So in the body centered cubic unit cell, how many number of particles are present? So in the BCC we have 2 particles. So that's why the total volume of the sphere in the BCC, so that is 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So that is 8 by 3 pi r cube. So this gives the volume of the spheres in the BCC. So we have calculated volume of the unit cell as well as the volume of the what? Spheres. Now we calculate the packing efficiency easily by using a formula, that is, what is packing efficiency? Packing efficiency is equals to volume of the sphere. So what is the volume of the sphere? That is 8 by 3 pi r cube is the volume of the sphere divided by the total volume of the unit cell, that is BCC. Okay, that is 4 r divided by square root of 3 whole cube. Okay, so into 100. So when we solve this, the packing efficiency of BCC becomes, so the packing efficiency of BCC becomes 68%. So this is the packing efficiency in BCC. So this 68% indicates that in the BCC the 68% of the space is occupied. So the remaining 32% of the space is empty. Okay. So this is the packing efficiency in BCC.